Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf for another biker's travelogue. So today I'm heading out into the Berkshire, Buckinghamshire border in the UK to go and investigate a Camp Hill fort at Medmenham. It's surrounded by trees, so you know, if you drive past or ride past it, you wouldn't even know it's there. So, catch you inside.
RevelatorAlf.
Hi, welcome to RevelatorAlf. Hope you're enjoying the channel so far. Please subscribe and hit the notifications bell to get all the latest videos. Okay, so on this biker's travelogue, I'm going to be heading out to Medmenham, Camp Hill fort. It's just a few miles down the road. I'm going to see how much of the hill fort I can still see, and go and talk a little bit about it. Okay, let's go and check it out. And away we go. So heading out to Medmenham, Camp Hill fort in the Berkshire, Buckinghamshire border. They're literally just a couple of miles down the road here, not too far at all, but it's a lovely stretch of road around here as well. Gotta say, and I often go riding in the hills here to the left. Lots of forestry around here into the hills. Some high ground into valleys, you know, lots of old donkey trails, lots of old trails and byways through there as well. So it's really good riding in this area for off-road riding, especially during the summer months where it's the track's a little bit drier, a little bit more compacted. But anyway, these back roads, you know, these are really good. Nice sort of sweeping bends. Really nice, and it's an absolutely glorious day today. Now, just on my right hand side, you probably might not even be able to see it actually behind the hedge. This is the River Thames, so we're literally just north side of Henley on Thames in Oxfordshire. So we're kind of at the Berkshire, Buckinghamshire, Oxfordshire border really here. But anyway, so just going to be heading down here. Glorious day, you can see miles, beautiful clear skies. The roads are dry, but it has been cold, really freezing starts of the day. But you know, just wrap up warm and away you go. Yep, so as you can see around here, you know, it is pretty glorious riding. So getting up to the left hand side into those hills and some fantastic trails, but you know, we're into autumn now and the colours are changing. Great time to go out riding and get out into the environment, into nature, and see how things are all changing. Possibly one of my favourite times of the year now, autumn. I love autumn, getting into winter as well, you know, that kind of feeling of the notes and lights are drawing in. Very good. Right, so not very far. So here we are, Medmenham. Here we go, and we've got a Camp Hill fort version. And I've never actually been to this Camp Hill fort myself. I know it's here, so it's very, very close, and the problem is, the point is that it's all overgrown with trees. So even from an aerial photo, let's say on Google Earth Images or whatever it is, you're not going to get a good view of it. So here it's right on the left hand side in those trees. So here we go. So this is it here. Now there should be, that's it, there's that trail there. There we go. So I'm going to park up the bike and see if we can go and find it. Right, I'm here. So basically, can't get the bike up there. I knew that anyway, but going to park the bike up, secure that up, and then head out on foot. Let's go and check it out. Right, and away we go. Let's go and investigate, shall we? Okay, so there is a bridleway footpath. Actually, this is supposed to be a bridleway here that I should go up into it. And we're already onto the actual fort area itself. It's up to the high ground. This bank here would have been part of it as well. And we can see here, as we're going up, it's right onto the side of the hill here. So this would have been one side of the fort, and all the way down to the bottom and all the way around, which you can't see. Okay, so the site itself is approximately 350 meters north to south, about 300 meters east to west. So it's actually a really big site, and it actually made use of the natural topography of the land. So here you can see where it's actually going down quite a steep valley. Well, actually this would have been the western edge of the Camp Hill fort as well. They would have made use of its natural defences. And it's a bit of an odd shape. It's not a circular shape or whatever. It actually follows the topography as well. So it's kind of a bit of a kidney pear shape type. Bit awkward, bit hard to describe. But then down to the south, as it goes towards the River Thames, it moves off into a bit of a pointed spur area as it follows the natural geography, the topography of the land. So just at this point here, just come up that path there, and now just going to head up here into the trees onto the top of the hill fort itself. So it really did make fantastic use of the geography, and it's really quite steep here to walk up. So you can imagine in the, we're talking about the Iron Age, more than a couple of thousand years ago, this is where this would have, had high prominence. And now look at it. Look at where we are now. Amazing. So this is the central part now. The plateau, if you like, on top. The main camp, steep sides all around, really difficult to access. What a fantastic place to come and visit. Yes, so if you can see, this is right on top of the camp now. We're sitting on top of the defences. There we've got the steep bank going all the way down. This is making best use of the natural landscape, natural topography here. Now this site, was in existence until the Iron Age, but really they've looked at how far back it could have actually been established. And they looked at the Bronze Age, 1,700 years BC, probably into the Neolithic period. We're talking about 3,000 years BC. And only recently they've discovered even more facts about this and unearthed different artifacts and different parts of the fort itself. So it is a site that just keeps on giving, really. Just look at it here. It's absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's beautiful with the trees, but you're sat on such a prominent position here, right on top of the hill, overlooking the River Thames, low ground to the east, low ground to the west, behind you to the northwest, lots of high ground and high ground, lots of undulating high ground. Now there's lots of forests, great place to go and ride. So I go riding through there a lot. But it's just a fantastic place. So if we go to the edge here, on this end here, you'll see there we go. So coming to the edge of it here now, on the east side. And now you've got to understand there's, you know, thousands of years of land development, reclaiming. But this is the edge of the area itself. And that's all just pasture land now. But the defences here are still, they're still very prominent. Fantastic place to come and I always love coming to these sorts of places. One, it's now they're all overgrown by trees and they're just a lovely day out, you know. But you do get a sense of, you know, history. You know, you look at these places and you think, or you come to these places and you think, wow, there's a thriving community here once. You know, there might have been 100, 200, 500 people living here. It really depends. But what just a fantastic place. And now we're still early autumn here in the UK, so we've still got lots of, you know, leaves on the trees. They're still green. They are starting to turn, but look, you know, it's, you know, the season is changing. If we look up there, that tree up there, the distance, you know, that's all turning yellow now as well. So the atmosphere of the place is changing as well. You know, so right on top of it here, as I said, down there, that's towards the River Thames. And it will just be, it'll go onto a bit of a floodplain and then you're onto the River Thames. But what a strategic place this was, and they're just making fantastic use of the geography. You know, it's almost, they're working with their brains as opposed to their brawn. They found somewhere that was easy to make a camp in and easy to defend just by looking at the, you know, the geography. And that's what kind of military tacticians would do now. You know, they're looking for somewhere to defend. Well, they're not going to try and set up camp or whatever in a place that is very vulnerable. You know, you're going to look at something that's easy to establish, or easier to establish, I say, and easier to defend. You know, that's what you want to do. Anyway, well, so this was it. Medmenham Hill Fort Camp in Buckinghamshire, really just on the Buckinghamshire, Berkshire, Oxfordshire border. It's about 3 counties, just west of London in the UK. You can see there's lots of these forts dotted about the countryside in this area, and one of the reasons that they are dotted about in this area is because of the natural terrain. Lots of hills, lots of valleys, so you know, perfect area to set up camps, you know. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this biker's travelogue. Hope you're enjoying the channel, RevelatorAlf. Please subscribe and hit the notifications bell so you'll get all the videos that are newly published. And leave some comments below. You know, if you want some information about this local area, or you know, about coming to see these forts, you know, let me know, and I'll put you onto different sites as well. But you know, just do a Google search of hill forts in this area, or any area, wherever you are. You know, just go and investigate. And if you like the video, please hit the like button. That'd be fantastic. But you know, hopefully you can see it's just a really great place to come and check out and come and experience and breathe in the atmosphere, or take in the atmosphere, I should say. Right. Anyway, catch you on the next one. Cheers now.